Welcome to the Blue Oven Brigade Podcast, geeky veterans talking about geeky stuff. We're our hosts, John Hoover and
Philip Hernandez.
So this is our first episode. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it should get better from here.
Yeah. And now we've actually started recording, this is when we get awkward silence, since we've been talking for about 15-20 minutes now. That was when we both forget how to talk.
Awkward silence.
You know.
When does that happen?
No, never. So anyway, I was just telling Phil about the fact that I am here in Cincinnati this week on the road for work.
And I'm over in Raleigh, Durham, just about to start a new job next week. Hopefully I don't get fired the first week.
Hopefully not.
I'm still a little kind of catching up with my internet because my building got hit by lightning a few days ago.
Oh, is that when you lost power?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We were chatting. I just stopped, right? You didn't see me anymore?
Right, yeah. You were there one second, they were gone. I'm like, I wonder, that was pretty abrupt. He's not responding to anything at all. I bet he lost his signal or there's no more power there for some reason.
Yeah, the lightning freaking hit my building. And I'm on the third floor, the top floor. So
wow.
So everything went out, and apparently a lot of the Wi-Fi routers are supplied by the apartment complex, and apparently a lot of those got destroyed by the lightning.
Okay.
So I lost power for a second, and the Wi-Fi routers went away, so I had no internet for like 3 days. It was fucking killing me. Had to go hotspotting on my phone, and then also the power supply in our desktop computer got fried. It won't turn on. This is a $2,000 computer for gaming.
Wow.
And so far it won't turn on because the power supply won't turn on.
Okay,
but
yeah.
I don't know. But then I don't know if the rest of the computer is fried or not.
Right.
And the power supply is like $150, and it's Wednesday. And then my TV got destroyed too. So
wow, man.
TV, yeah. I think the power supply is destroyed, but again, without the power supply working, I don't know if the rest of the TV is working.
Right. Did you have it on a power strip? It didn't matter because it's a lightning strike, right?
Well, okay, here's the thing. The computer was on a surge protector.
Okay.
The TV was not.
Oh, Phil.
I know. But the surge protector, it was on, and then it was still running after the lightning strike. And then after we shut everything down, turned everything off, it would not start up again. So it was running after the lightning strike.
Yeah.
And then when we turned it off, it wouldn't come back on. And it was on a power surge protector.
Right.
Now the TV was not on a surge protector, but it was not on. And the same thing happened to it.
Right.
So,
well, everything's on circuit breakers, right? You know, even without that, you would think the circuit breakers in the house or the apartment in your case would be enough to protect it. But it turns out lightning strikes are so powerful and it's so fast that it just overcomes, whatever rudimentary protections you have in the house.
Yeah. None of the circuit breakers were tripped. They were all still on.
Yeah. Oh, wow. None of them tripped? That's strange.
Nope. None of them.
Huh.
So explain that to me, Mr. Electronics Technician, dude.
Yeah, I don't have an explanation for you on that one. They definitely should have tripped. And I guess I can't imagine why they wouldn't trip. I mean, it's going to be tripping based off of heat, I would imagine, right? And a bimetallic strip in there causing the circuit breaker to trip would be my guess, depending on how new they are.
Well, some of them are like the GFCIs
Yep.
actually measure the difference between the two legs. So if you have like a, what is it, a 4 milliamp difference between the two legs, then it trips
Okay.
um, within so many milliseconds. I
Yeah,
can't
so
remember that.
that's a solid state device, right?
Yeah,
Versus,
yeah.
yeah, there's nothing there. It's not like the old school circuit breakers that actually had moving parts inside of them.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Which threw me off on a past contract. Like, why would you have physical switches when you can have transistors doing the same switching action? Fucking retarded. Sorry. Should I not be cussing?
So the cussing thing, I think, affects how. I think they just label it as, um, like kid friendly or not kid friendly, basically on iTunes.
Oh, this is
Based,
not going to be kid friendly.
yeah, probably not. So I mean, we're a couple of ex-sailors, so there's a chance that there's gonna be some swearing. As long as you stay really still, the picture goes.
Huh.
It looks pretty good. It's when you move around. If you just sit there
Do I
and don't
move
sit.
around a lot?
Well, no, but like just talking is enough. So if you just sit there, you look pretty. But it's when you open your mouth that we have problems.
That's the same thing that Jen says to me. No, seriously. She
Yeah.
says that to me.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah. You know.
It hurts. Pain. Emotional pain. Maybe I'll go to Christy Alecki's new practice.
Maybe. Yeah. Her new private practice that she's setting up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? ChristyAlecki.com?
Oh, I didn't realize that she was like using her name and all that. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. She posted it on Facebook and asked people to take a look at it and see if there's any issues.
Oh, okay. I need to check that out. Sorry, I haven't yet, Christy. I'll get on that for you.
But look at this free PR.
Yeah, if you're in desperate need of mental health services and you happen to live in the Austin area, there you go. Look her up.
Yeah.
If you're
And
crazy and
probably
living in Texas, not that there's any of those.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now you're trashing Texas?
Hey, I live in Florida now, so you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, home of Florida,
Everybody
man.
there is gonna need, it'd be, well, we know what Florida is like.
Yes.
Yeah, Florida. Freaking bath salt man, homeless man eating people.
Yes. So speaking of Florida, I actually grabbed a news article before we started doing this evening. Let me read this to you real quick. Let's see here. So this is from UPI.com. Florida man's backyard overrun with vicious monkeys.
Now, I'm not questioning whether or not they're vicious, but overrun. How do you know when it's overrun?
I mean, right? How many monkeys constitutes an overrunning of your yard?
Yeah. I mean, is it a barrel? Is it 2 barrels?
Is it a handful?
And a handful? And I don't want to test how much a handful of monkey is. Depending on how vicious they are, it might just bite my hand off and there's no way to measure.
Correct.
You have to have metrics.
You do. You really. I mean, we can't just be nilly-willy throwing around the term that hey, monkeys have overrun my yard. Or vicious monkeys have overrun my yard. There's got to be some metric here, right?
Exactly. Monkey metrics.
So the article goes on. A Florida man who installed a deer feeder and a game camera in his backyard captured photos of something unexpected. Dozens of monkeys. So there we go. Okay, so we know he has dozens of monkeys. Apparently, dozens of monkeys constitutes overrunning monkeys.
Dozens of monkeys. So it would be less than hundreds. So you're talking less than 8 dozen monkeys, but greater than 1 dozen monkeys.
Correct. During the past few days, about 50, and I'm not positive I'm pronouncing this right, but rhesus macaw monkeys eating from his deer feeder. He said the monkeys climb the feeder and spin the plate to make corn shoot off in multiple directions to feed the whole group. And there's a picture of the whole group of monkeys on the deer feeder that we'll have to post to our WordPress site so people can check out the herd of monkeys.
That is amazing.
Yes. They're vicious. They're extreme. I mean, they get extremely nasty. Bichard told WFTV.
Well, you have these monkeys that are starving in the woods, and then they see free food, and what do you expect them to do?
Right.
What?
I mean, it's just monkeys being monkeys.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think it warrants a story. This is just logical. Free food. Imagine this: the world is plagued by zombies. You're running for your life. You're trying to find food, and then there's bountiful food for free, and it's out in the open, and you've got a bunch of friends who are starving. What are you gonna do?
I'd be a vicious monkey.
Yeah. Feed your friends like a vicious monkey. I'm sorry.
So he said the monkeys have taken about 250 pounds of deer feed in recent days.
Holy crap.
Some hungry ass monkeys.
250 pounds. Okay, how much does he usually go through in that same period of time?
I can't imagine it's nearly that much. Deer don't eat that much feed when you leave it out for them.
Yeah. Okay, but if you have 8 dozen deer going through your backyard, then how
That's true.
do they eat? Huh? Equivalent monkey deer ratios.
What is the monkey deer ratio?
Oh, that's a good point. You can't really go based on weight because they have different activity levels. And so then you have to get into efficiency of energy output. And so I'm thinking maybe 3-to-1 monkeys to deer ratio.
3-to-1 monkeys to deer?
Yeah.
Okay.
3M 1 deer, 1D.
3M 1D? 3M
Yeah.
equals 1D? Okay.
3M equals 1D.
Yeah.
Okay. Right?
Easy math. Yeah. Simple.
Right. Okay, it's
Okay.
2 variable algebra, but still.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay. We can probably manage it.
I'm sorry, did I derail you?
No, we're okay. So goes on. Let's see what else we got here.
Wait,
in this,
did you finish?
No, there's a little more. Apparently these guys have been living in that area of Florida where he's at since the 1930s, and they are infected with the with herpes B virus.
Oh.
So
he doesn't get to have sex with them.
No.
Okay.
Speaking of which, he goes on to say that Richard said he and his family are scheduled to move into their new home in the area where the monkeys are at. He does not currently have plans to take measures against the monkeys. As long as they don't bother me or my kids, I'm not going to bother them. He's prepared to take drastic measures if there's any sort of incident involving the monkeys.
So have you seen War for the Planet of the Apes yet?
I mean, when dealing with monkeys, what qualifies as an incident?
Well, I asked the same thing referring to humans too.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
so there are a bunch of STD carrying, vicious monkeys overrunning his yard, and he's prepared to take action if there's any sort of incident with the monkeys.
Okay. See, I like to attack problems by the pieces, and the STD issue is only an issue if you plan on having sex with the monkeys.
True. As long as he's not a monkey fucker, it'll be fine.
Right. 8 dozen monkeys? I mean, how do you fuck 8 dozen monkeys?
I mean, that's an orgy of monkeys.
An orgy of monkeys.
Is an overrun of
monkeys. Now I'm starting to get interested.
Is an overrun of monkeys equivalent to an orgy of monkeys?
Overrun of monkeys equivalent to an orgy of monkeys. I don't know how to measure that. How do you compare that? I need to talk to my statistics teacher.
Okay. The closing line of the article: "I'm not going to let a bunch of monkeys make me move," said Pritchard. Man's taking a stance.
What was that? Isn't that kind of like Neighbors? The movie Neighbors?
It's basically the same scenario, yes.
Right?
Basically.
I mean, his yard was overrun by a bunch of frat guys, which is basically the same as a bunch of monkeys.
Basically the same thing. Yeah. One F equals one M. One frat.
One F equals.
Yeah.
One F, one M. Wait. Sorry, I'm thinking about
Phil's doing math in his head.
In college. I mean, some things are so easy a monkey could do it.
True.
So 1M equals 1F. Some things are so easy a frat guy could do it.
There we go. Makes sense to me.
Then you're kind of screwed up.
I'm well aware, Phil. So that's this week's Florida man story. Monkeys in Florida overrunning Florida man's yard.
I honestly had no idea you were going there.
Yeah. It's fine. It's just the place I live. It's all good.
Well, Clearwater is pretty nice.
Yeah, and Tampa's a little different than anywhere outside of like the 10-mile radius around Tampa. It goes from being like kind of modern and a very mixed group of people to deep south real quick.
Yeah, I noticed that when I was working in Crystal River.
Yeah.
I went to a couple of the clubs there, and I was absolutely terrified. You know what? I met a cop who was smoking weed in the back of one of the clubs. It was like a backyard, and everybody was out there dancing and drinking, and he was like, I don't care as long as you don't bother me. It's like, what the fuck?
Hey, Well, and I grew up in the Michigan sticks, so, as far as a bunch of country boys, okay, sure, whatever. It's just how fast Florida goes from like, hey, you're in the city, and it's very, just a mixed group of people that have come from all over the place to all of a sudden you are in the sticks, and it is the deep south, and we're going to go hog hunting this weekend or gator rustling or whatever else. Hope you're ready.
In the swamps?
Oh, yeah. The guys that I was teaching there absolutely go gator hunting out in the swamps. They get their gator tags from the state, and they head out gator hunting.
Wait, they actually have licenses for hunting alligators?
They do, yep. They have a lottery because so many people want to hunt them, and they only allow so many to be hunted.
Wow.
Yes.
I had no idea. I know that's the case for deer in other states.
Yep.
But wow, Florida is so different.
It's a crazy place. I mean, Florida man is being harassed by STD having monkeys. So
vicious monkeys.
Yeah, vicious. It's funny hearing about Florida man for once being harassed by something else, let alone that he's being harassed by vicious STD carrying monkeys.
At least he's not going to take action against the monkeys.
Unless there's an incident. But he's not going to let the monkeys make him move from his home.
Well, if there's an orgy of monkeys, would that be a class action lawsuit?
I'm fairly certain.
Wow. I think maybe I've been watching too much Suits and The Good Wife lately.
Maybe.
Monkeys. Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh. Can you imagine an orgy of monkeys in a courtroom?
I mean, based on the stories that my wife Katie tells me, it wouldn't be that much different from a normal courtroom.
Really?
Oh yeah. When she used to be a caseworker and actually have to go around, and she used to have to go to court all the time, and she would come back with all kinds of stories of stuff that would go on in courtrooms.
I would be very interested in hearing some of those things.
Yeah.
Probably offline, because
we'll have to have her on at some point, and she has to be careful what, she's not allowed to, there's certain regulations she has to keep, as far as like privacy laws and all that stuff, and she's really good about keeping all those. So, but she already said she's willing to come on.
Awesome. Yeah.
So
there's probably going to be a lot of bleeping because I'm going to ask a lot of inappropriate questions.
Hey, it's all good.
But yeah, I think it would be fantastic to have her on. I'm still working on Jen, trying to get her to do it.
Yeah.
But
we'll get her there at some point.
Somehow.
Yeah.
All
right, so the next thing I have on our script here is talking about the new Logan Lucky trailer.
Jimmy, I'm just gonna say it. I gotta let you go.
You were just fired.
I was let go for liability reasons involving insurance.
The one-armed bartender.
You need to show a little respect. Charlotte Motor Speedway. I know how they move the money.
The only guy who knows anything about blowing up real bank vaults is Joe Bang.
I am incarcerated.
Yeah, we got a plan to get you out.
The Coca-Cola 600 is the biggest race of the year.
We need a computer whiz.
I know everything there is to know about computers, okay?
Do you?
All the Twitters, I know them.
Welcome to the Coca-Cola 600.
How many yards away is the vault?
20 yards. I don't know, maybe 30.
Is it 20 or is it 30? We are dealing with science here.
They're gonna know what we want them to know.
My life of crime is over.
That is massively stupid.
It's been handled.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
That looks like it hurt.
I want everything on Jimmy Logan.
I'm about to get naked. So no bacon. I said no bacon.
You Logans mustn't be as simple-minded as people say.
People say that.
Would you give me my arm, please?
Is it this one?
So I think it looks cool.
I think that it's like overdone.
So the thing that drew me to in the first place is the fact that it had Logan in the name, and I'm a comic book geek. So whenever I literally can't see the name Logan without thinking about Wolverine from the X-Men comics.
Wolverine. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Every single time I see that name, I think of that character. And so as soon as I saw Logan Lucky, I'm like, I wonder what this is about. Nothing at all to do with Marvel, but still. It's where my brain goes every time.
Well, that's what I thought when I first saw that title. I didn't know what this movie was. I'd never heard of it before. And if you look at the list of movies trailers, then Logan shows up when you search for Logan Lucky.
Yeah. And his name is Jimmy Logan in that trailer there. Logan in the comic books, they reveal his name however long ago to be James Logan Hewlett, I think is his last name. So James
Wolverine?
and Jimmy being close enough, like I was like, wait, Jimmy Logan, is that? And I actually went back and checked. I'm like, oh, that's right. Wolverine is James Logan. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Logan's actually his middle name, based on the like modern Marvel comics.
Well, that's nowhere near as cool as just calling him Logan.
Yeah, they finally gave him a name and a backstory and all kinds of stuff.
Wait, finally? Yeah. Wait,
Like,
that was recent?
yeah, because for the longest time, like, he knew his name was Logan, but he didn't know, like, is that his first name, is that his last name, because his memory is being all messed up.
That makes sense. Okay,
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah. But anyways, the trailer itself, I think it looks like pretty good time. I mean, Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, Ocean's 13 that I vaguely remember. I think I saw it at some point. I know for sure I like Ocean's 11 and 12.
Okay, I can understand wanting big names in a movie, kind of like exactly like having Daniel Craig in a movie. That's automatically going to draw people to your movie.
Right.
But to take someone from being James Bond to being a redneck hick helping out a redneck hick trying to rob a bank or blow up a bank, who is played by an actor who has had minimal success, that seems like a recipe for disaster.
Fair enough. I don't know. I mean, I like the buddy. Like, I like the idea of like guys trying to solve like complex problems, and it's the Navy thing, right? It's a couple. I mean, these guys might not be that smart, but neither really were we. We just all thought we were.
Yeah.
But trying to like figure out complex problems that are like way beyond what they should be doing, and things going terribly wrong for them, and it's a bunch of people that are basically friends and stuff like that, trying to get through this stuff together. And there's explosions apparently, and bombs and bank robberies or NASCAR robberies, I guess.
Sounds a lot like being a Navy nuke.
Basically, yes.
Huh.
Someday somebody's gonna make that
Wow,
movie, and it'll be fantastic.
Did you draw these parallels before just now, or like on the spot?
I thought about when I was writing up the script of like things we were gonna talk about. I kind of had it in the back of my head, but I just put it to a fully thought out thought just now, I guess.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Someday
Sorry,
somebody's gonna do a
going
Navy
off.
nuke movie one of these days, and it's gonna be ridiculous and stupid and a blast.
We could think of a title for it right now, but
We could.
Hollywood would change it anyway.
We need to copyright the idea right now as the first ones that came up with it and actually put it on actual film and audio recording that, hey, this is a brilliant idea. That way we can get, some kickback for it.
Well, this is proof right now that
proof.
we are copywriting the idea.
Exactly.
Except we don't have the idea yet.
We're close. We basically have it.
Well, okay, yeah, you have you have the idea. Just okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been drinking.
It's all good.
Can you tell?
It's fine.
Man, I wish Nate was on here. He'd be like.
Oh, we're definitely gonna have him as one of our guests going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems. I'm not sure that he would be into this all the time, but occasionally.
Occasionally, yeah. When we need commentary on trees and chainsaws and hatred of pennies.
Pennies.
Yes.
Remember the penny wall?
I do. Remember the penny wall? Yeah.
Nate, this is for you.
Yeah. I have we also have a picture of him sleeping with some onions from a while back that we took at, I think it was the second or third reunion.
Sleeping with onions.
Yes, where he was passed out, drunk, and we surrounded him with red onions while he was in bed. So he's cradling several of them, and yeah. Out cold.
So both onions and pennies.
Yes. They're his kryptonite.
There's no way to combine those things.
No, really there isn't.
I can't think of anything.
No, there's no good way to combine those two.
You can't make a penny out of onions because then it wouldn't be a penny.
This is true. And you can't make an onion out of pennies because then it wouldn't be an onion.
Of course, if you stuffed onions with pennies, then, threw them at them.
I mean, that's just a good time. It's just fun.
Yeah, kind of like vicious monkeys overrunning a backyard for 250 pounds of deer feed.
Yeah, it's just a Saturday night in Florida.
Wow, I am never going to visit you again. Wait, what?
Huh?
There was something else. Google Home. Google.
Oh
Home.
yeah. So you got yours in the mail.
Yeah, this afternoon, like 7 minutes after I told you that I was not going to be getting it.
You're right. You sent me a message saying that you got your Google Home. Google Home. There we go.
Google Home.
Yeah.
And set it up, and it's kind of cool. But what's it? I actually think it's perfectly positioned because I'm not going to use it all the friggin' time.
Yeah. It doesn't do as much as I want it to do, is my only, really negative comment that I have about right now is that, no, actually, I take it back. I have 2 negatives and a lot of positives. I like the idea of just being able to say, hey, Google, and get my itinerary for the day or get the weather for the day. You can control Netflix with it. It's a little bit convoluted.
Oh.
Yeah. Because you have to say, hey, Google, play, let's see. What am I currently watching on Netflix? What am I watching on there right now? Not really anything at the moment. But, hey, Google, play Daredevil on Chromecast, and then you have to say the name of the Chromecast that you've assigned to it. So in my case, it's Chromecast Hoover Theater, and it plays in our living room, our big screen TV.
But that goes through Netflix?
It goes through Netflix, yeah. So Google Home communicates with the Chromecast because Chromecast is Google and tells it to play it on. Now, the TV already has to be on. It can't turn on the TV yet.
Mm-hmm.
But then it will play,
That's understandable.
Play whatever you want. So that's pretty cool.
I thought it could only play stuff on YouTube.
Nope.
Does Google own Netflix?
No.
Right, I thought so.
Yeah. So they just play well together, apparently. So,
interesting.
Yeah, I would imagine that anything that Chromecast can probably control, it's probably possible for Google to set it up so that it can be run from Google Home. It's just a matter of, are there enough users that have both Google Home and the other product that has Chromecast to justify it? And everybody has Chromecast has Netflix probably, so.
Right, and that's why I need to disagree with you and argue with you about whether or not it does what you want it to do. Because what is Google Home? It's microphones and speakers.
Right.
The software is being controlled by Google. The actions, the data is being controlled by Google.
Well, the device. Google owns all my stuff already, man. It doesn't matter. They got all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. I mean, I now have an iPhone, but I still use all Google services.
Oh yeah, I sold my soul to Google years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when who was it? Josiah Graywhite first told me about Gmail.
Yeah.
And I looked into it and decided that I didn't like it. I didn't like the idea of somebody reading all my emails and then using that to generate ads and content.
Right.
But then if they're not sharing my personal information, if they're just using it in the aggregate,
right,
then it's just generating trends. And if the majority of the country is trending in the same direction, then a lot of us are going to want the same benefits. And then we all share in the social benefit.
Yes.
So then I made a new Gmail account.
Right.
And
Yeah.
remembered this email account address this time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not crazy about Google having all my information, but at the same time, they're just so good at the stuff they do that I accepted it. It's like, okay, fine, whatever.
And their previous motto was "Don't be evil." So
Right.
that's kind of cool.
And I literally trust Google more than I trust the federal government. And the federal government's got all the same information anyway, so why do I care if Google has it too?
Well, I trust Google more because they also provide benefit to me.
Right. Yes.
And whereas the government, okay, technically yes, the government does provide benefit.
It does have benefits, but it has also a lot of negative effects.
Nefarious.
Go with that. Yeah, nefarious.
Yes.
Yeah. But back to the Google Home thing. Yeah, I mean, it seems relatively easy to use. I'm still figuring out some of the commands, some of the stuff that it can do for me. I do wish it could do more. I'm trying to think offhand some of the stuff that I've tried to get to do that it just doesn't understand. I know one thing that drives me crazy about it is I use voice search on my phone all the time. And if I try to do voice search at home now with my phone, because I want something to come up on the phone screen, like, hey, Google, or, okay, Google, display a story about Florida man being attacked by vicious monkeys. If I'm by Google Home, it will respond instead of my phone, and it won't display it on my phone. And it drives me crazy. Even if I ask Google Home, I say, hey, Google, display on my phone the search results for Florida man being attacked by vicious STD-carrying monkeys. It won't show up on my phone. Google Home will respond to me.
Will both of them respond? Or
No.
just Google Home?
Yep. So what I actually have to do in order to make my phone give me search results now when I'm at home is I have to whisper, sometimes seductively, to my phone, okay, Google. Don't tell Google Home, but give me some search results for something. Yeah.
Keeping secrets from your electronic mistress.
Exactly. Yes.
Wow.
That's my only real complaint about the thing so far, though. I mean, I do wish it could do more. There's been times, like, it seems like it should be able to turn on my TV, given that I have a smart TV that has Chromecast integrated into the TV, and I can literally control my TV from an Android tablet. I should be able to use Google Chrome or Google Home to control my TV and turn it on and off, but can't yet.
It's just Wake on LAN, right? I mean, if you
What's
sent
that?
a Wake on LAN request, from, say, your phone or from Google Home to your TV, then it should be able to just turn on.
You would think so, yeah. But
I mean, it's the same way
when I ask,
PCs work.
yeah, when I asked Google Home to do it, I got the standard, it's standard response of, I cannot do that yet, or something like that. Whatever it says every single time I ask it to do something it can't do.
But then that comes back around to the fact that it's basically just microphones and speakers.
Right.
The software is being run by their servers somewhere else, telling it what to do.
Yeah.
So eventually it should be able to send that request over Wi-Fi over the network to whatever device you want.
Right. That would be the hope is, of course they're still developing this thing and it's going to continue to get new features because it is literally, like you said, just a speaker and some microphones and software. And they can upgrade the software in that thing and get to do all kinds of stuff.
Now, if you add a couple of turntables, then you got two turntables and a microphone and a speaker.
Yes.
That came out of nowhere.
Yeah. It will be your DJ. If you ask it to. You have to tell it, I think you can give it like mood commands, like, hey Google, I want to listen to the music of Angry Monkeys. Then supposedly it will pull up something based on whatever, mood you give it. So like you say, hey Google, I need music for my morning coffee or something like that.
Hey, okay Google, I have vicious monkeys in my backyard. Play me some music for it.
Right?
Yeah.
I would imagine you get some Rage Against the Machine.
Sorry, my Google Home just heard me and I was trying to play vicious monkey music.
That's fantastic.
So I did set it up with my phone nearby me, and when I did make the request, both my Google Home and my smartphone were trying to respond to the request.
Yeah.
And
My phone starts to try to
granted,
respond. My phone will start to try to respond, but then Google Home takes over. And it'll actually, I think it actually shows on the phone that responding via different device or something like that. On the phone, I think it says. Because they're on the same network, so.
How long have you had the Google Home?
For maybe, I got it for my birthday, so 2 weeks now? Week and a half?
2 weeks. Has it been that long?
Well, since my birthday.
Wow. Wait, how old are you now?
I'm old as hell, dude. It's all downhill.
Old as hell. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm 30. I'm 37, so still under 40.
Old as hell.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, why did you say you're under 40?
Yeah, you know.
Just because I'm over 40?
Yeah, maybe.
Dude.
I mean, it's basically over for you, Phil. I'm just saying, you know. If you weren't mostly robot, you'd be in trouble.
Well, you realize that means that when you're 80 and I'm 80,
I know.
I'm still going to kick your ass.
I understand. When I'm 80 and parts of you are 80, your servers will only be 20 because you have gotten replaced.
And yet, I still have no biomechanical exoskeleton.
It's unfortunate.
I'm so disappointed in myself.
I know.
Oh, hey, Jen was talking about education.
Okay.
And like you're doing your bachelor's now, right?
Right. Yep.
And I'm working on my MBA. And we both went through the Navy nuke program, which, did you know, back when I was going through it, I read an article saying that that the Navy nuclear pipeline was the fourth most stressful program in the country.
Well, they always used to compare it to MIT programs when we were going through. I know that.
I never heard that.
That's what they always told us. But I went to Charleston. You were down in Orlando before they moved it.
Well, I went to A school in Orlando and then power school in Charleston.
Okay, yeah. See, I went to A school, power school in Charleston, and then prototype up in New York.
What power school class were you?
I always forget what class I was. I was in there in 2000, 2001.
I think I was 9901. I was 9901. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just about 2 years before you?
Yeah.
And yet you're 4 or 5 years younger than me? Son of a bitch.
But yeah, when we were going through up there, they would always compare it to MIT. That was always the thing that they brought up. Whether or not it's justified, I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. It's one of those things that, like, you can claim, but there's literally no one in the room that can argue with you because nobody that's in the Navy nuke program is also going to MIT.
Well, maybe that's something that we should look into.
Yeah, for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody else has looked into it. Nobody else has any metrics. Nobody has any comparisons, like verifiable information. I mean, but how do you measure that? How do you compare to?
You think there's probably is at least one or two nukes out there in the world somewhere, Navy nukes, that got done with the program, got with the Navy, and went up to MIT actually.
And they're probably going to watch this program.
Maybe. Who knows? Like Jonathan Schmid would probably be an example of somebody that, with him and his astrophysics that he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is impressive.
It is impressive. But I mean, that's an example of, somebody like that. There's going to be more than one guy out there, that if somebody went for a technical or engineering degree, they may have gone the MIT route instead of going, wherever he's currently going to school at.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think he's I think he's going to ASU, Arizona State University.
That might be right. I know he's out west somewhere.
Yeah, he's in Phoenix.
Yeah. So, hey guys, I hope that you are. So, yeah, I guess we're gonna wrap this podcast up, and this has been the first Blue Elephant Brigade podcast, the BEB Podcast. A couple of geeky veterans talking about geeky stuff, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and come back and check out our next episode that we do. This is John Hoover.
This is Philip Hernandez.
Signing off. Talk to you guys next time.